plug my laptop in, it's dying. Hello and welcome to my July recap, August reset, mid-year check-in video. I don't like setting goals per se. Like, I don't love setting smart goals for myself where I'm like, I need to have this much of this thing in this spot by this time. I just feel like it puts a bunch of unnecessary pressure on myself when, like, the odds are it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter if I read 75 books by the end of the year. It's just a random number that I have given myself to, like, track my progress against. But I do like to kind of look back and see what it is I have accomplished and what it is I've been working on, and like if there's anything I might have forgotten about or neglected along the way. So it is, what time is it? It's 1:30 on July 31st, and I have been very busy today. I have gotten a lot done this morning. The washer is going incredibly loudly in the background because I'm washing the duvet cover and the sheets. And I also washed my hair and did a hair gloss. So the reset is in full swing. And so now I wanted to sit down and do the chatty part of the reset video. I already don't love setting goals. And then this year I knew from literally January 1st that this year was going to be a very weird year and a very unpredictable year. And for 5 to 6 months of the year, I had no idea what the last 6 months would look like, and I still really don't know, but I have a lot better of an idea now. And so I didn't really set yearly goals because I didn't have I had zero idea where I would be standing on December 31st. Like, physically, like, where would I be living? What job would I have? Like, I had no idea what any of that looked like. So I just wasn't able to set goals other than, like, figure it out. So I'm not really going to do a super deep dive on my yearly goals, but I am going to kind of look at my general goals and, like, the general things that I want to accomplish, that I'm kind of constantly working towards. The past 3 months have been specifically weird and, like, unpredictable. Like, not unpredictable, but, like, not predictable. I don't know how else to say it. In May, Chase graduated, and we had already been in the process of applying for jobs and interviewing and all that stuff. And at the end of the month, he got the job offer for the company that he currently works for in Chicago. And his start date was, he got the job offer at the very end of May, and his start date was the very beginning of July. So we pretty much had the month of June to move. So that answered a lot of questions of, like, where are we gonna live? What are we gonna do? What jobs are we gonna have? We were able to get those questions answered, but, like, there was no structure to June. We were throwing stuff in boxes. We were getting rid of everything. We were moving. We were looking for an apartment. We were finishing everything we had to do for the house we were living in. Like, there was just a lot of stuff that was kind of just thrown up in the air, and we had answers, but we had no structure because we were just like, we have to go. Like, we have to leave. We have to go to Chicago. And then July, we are here, but it took kind of a month to unpack and get used to our new jobs and get used to what our new schedule is, and unpack and listen to the washing machine. It's a lot quieter than the house, which is nice, but to, like, unpack and figure out, like, where we're gonna put things away. We downsized from a 3-bedroom house to a 1-bedroom apartment, which just caused the unpacking process to be a little bit more complicated than it would have been if we had gone from like 3 bed to 3 bed or 1 bed to 1 bed. It just was like a little bit more difficult. I wanted to start this out with a reflection on what we did in July. So I think the biggest thing, we moved into our apartment on June 28th, so like pretty much July. So that's been like a huge central theme of the month of July, was we just moved. And I don't even know how many times I said that to like people that were meeting, to my friends that I'm like catching up with, to people at work. Like, I just moved here. I don't know. Like, people are like, oh, like, well, like, have you done this, or like, what about this, or I have no idea. I just got here. I don't know. So we moved, and we officially have Illinois licenses. So it's my first ever non-Texas license, which is pretty exciting. We both started new jobs, which is exciting. Stressful. Starting new jobs is like one of the most stressful things, I think. In a more kind of like favorites of the month, we have seen Chase's family a couple times, which has been really nice because they've lived in Illinois and we've lived in Texas, so we just haven't been able to see them. But now we're pretty close to each other, so we've been able to see them a couple times, which is just nice to be able to like see people you don't see often. It's been fun to catch up with them like in person and not like over the phone. And also, we now live in the same place as one of Chase's best friends, who we used to live near him, and then we went our separate ways, and then now we're back. So it's been fun to see him. It's also been nice to have somebody in the city that we know, so we're not just like completely alone and stranded. Also, Chase and I started watching Ted Lasso together, and I have really enjoyed it. I did not think, it's been on my radar, like obviously it was like huge when it came out and when the seasons were like being released, but it just was not on my radar as something that I thought I would enjoy. And I think I thought it was like way more soccer centered. Like, I thought they were going to be talking about soccer a lot more than they do, but I really enjoy it. That has been really nice for us to like kind of just come home after a long day to watch. Very low stakes, very funny, lighthearted, just good stuff. I also got Netflix for the first time in a while, and so I have rediscovered my love for the Great British Baking Show. I knew I loved it, like I never forgot. I just haven't had Netflix for like years, like a year or two now, so I haven't been watching it for a while. And so I watched like a season and a half in like a week. I just forgot how much I love it and how much it makes me want to bake. So I've been thinking about all of the things that I want to bake as well because of that show. So I just really love that. And then also, I guess kind of like an honorable mention, Department Q, also on Netflix. I kind of put it on as just like something to watch on a day that I was home by myself, and I watched the entire season in one day. It was really good. It's one of those like, I think they called it tartan noir because it's set in Scotland, and it's like a noir inspired film of this like grisly detective that like nobody likes and is like kind of an ass, has to solve this cold case, and at the same time there's like a couple other open cases or like murders and stuff that he's encountering that all kind of like go together. And so it's just really interesting to see how everything connects at the end and like what happened to the missing person. Also, in the media section, I have been listening to the comment section with Drew Afualo lately. I kind of go in and out of podcasts through phases, and specifically Drew's and Brittany's the Broski Report and the comment section specifically. I really enjoy them, but I used to listen to them at work, and then I would just be giggling at my desk. And so I had to stop. But now I've started back up in my free time, and I've been really enjoying it. So I'm sure I will switch over to the comment section or the Broski Report at some point, but I have been listening to the comment section and I have been really enjoying it. And then for books, I read 4 books last month, and I think I rated all of them 5 stars, which is extreme. Let me check. I give books 5 stars more so on if I had a good time reading them than if I think they are truly genuinely like a 5-star book. Like, I'm not rating this on a literary scale, I'm rating this on an enjoyment scale. So if I read it and I had fun, it's 5 stars. If I read it and it was a good time, like it was like, oh yeah, that's pretty good, 4. It was okay, 3. Didn't really love it, 2. Physically painful to read, 1. Like, that's my rating. It's not based on anything like really all that great. I'm not trying to be like the next great book critic. I am reading for my enjoyment because I can, because it's a hobby. So anyways, the first book was Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole, which is the second book in that series. It's called the Kindred Curse series, and I actually gave that one 4 stars. I really like that series. I first saw it on Hannah Elise's channel. She read the 3 books that are out currently. She binged them and she was like, they were so good, and then like the 4th book isn't out yet. So they've been on my radar, and then I just decided to start reading it, and they are so good. Like, they are the kind of books that you pick up and you just don't want to put down. Like, you just need to know what happens next. And the reason I haven't started the 3rd one yet is because there's no release date for the 4th one. So I kind of want to stretch that out a little bit, because both the first 2 books ended in these crazy cliffhangers, and so I know the 3rd book's going to, and I just want to at least be close, at least have a release date before I read it. So I put a little pause on the Kindred Curse series, and I started my Allie Hazelwood reread. And so I read The Love Hypothesis, 5 stars. Love on the Brain, 5 stars. It's probably more like 4.5, 4.75 than 5 stars, but for the sake of rating things on Goodreads and not being really complicated, I'm giving it 5 stars. And then Loathe to Love You, which is the feminist novellas, so it's 3 in 1. That one was also 5 stars. So those are the 3 Allie Hazelwood books that I've read this month. And then I'm taking a little break from Allie Hazelwood, and I am currently reading One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, which I am also really enjoying. So that is my review of last month, and so, or of July. So now I'm gonna get into my goals for August. So I'm doing this on a Notion template that I have that I don't really love, but it's just what I have right now. It's what I've been using off and on for a couple of years, so I'm just gonna continue with it. So my goals for this month, starting out in the health and wellness section, I want to start working out regularly. I have a apartment gym now, so I want to use it because I'm paying for it. It's in my, like, I'm paying for it in my rent. And I haven't had an apartment gym in so long, and it's just so convenient to just be able to like go downstairs and work out. So I want to work out more often. I think my goal for this year is to work out consistently, specifically on days that I don't work, because then like I have nothing else to do, like I might as well just go get a workout in. So I kind of want to just be active. I'm not really trying to like lose weight or gain muscle or do this or do that. Like, I just want to stay active and like kind of get in shape. And then also in that section, I want to drink more water. I have not been drinking water. I have been drinking Dr. Pepper, like my life depends on it. So I just want to do better about that, specifically when I'm at work, because it's like so easy to refill my water bottle. And and I need to stop drinking soda when I'm at work and just like drink water. In the career and business section, I don't really have like huge career goals right now, so I've kind of made that my YouTube section. I started this YouTube channel as kind of like a passion project, like just fun, something to do. I like editing videos, so I decided why not. And I kind of want to keep those vibes. I want to keep it fun, I want to keep it lighthearted. I would like to grow it, and I would like it to become something, but also like my livelihood does not depend on it. So I currently have 2 YouTube subscribers, and my goal for the end of August is to have 5. Only one person in my life knows about this channel, and he is currently subscribed, so I don't know if I'll tell anybody about it in August. I'm not keeping it a secret. I just like, it's kind of nice that nobody in my life knows about it, because I can just kind of post this online and like not be like, oh my god. So like, it's kind of nice. At some point I might end up telling like my parents or like my close friends, but until then, we'll see. My goal is 5. My goal is 5 people that I don't know. Let's put it like that. 5 people that I don't know. 5 organic subscriptions that aren't my friends subscribe to my YouTube channel because they feel bad for me. And then additionally, my goal is to post 5 videos in the month of August, because I want to post every Saturday, and there's 5 Saturdays in the month of August. So this video is going to go up this Saturday, and then I need to do 4 more. So 5 videos in the month of August. And then also, sort of in the YouTube, definitely in the social media category, I want to start kind of looking into UGC and start seeing if that's something that I would be interested in. It's been on the back of my mind for like a few years now, but I just want to see like if it's something that I think I would like, and if it's something I want to try out, because like, why not, you know, like, who cares? So I'm just gonna start kind of looking into that. I think I get it like on my For You page every once in a while. People are like, you should get into UGC, and like, this is how I did it. And so I just kind of want to like look into that and learn more. In the finance section of my goals, I just want to continue contributing to my high yield savings account. Obviously with moving, I dipped into a lot of my sinking funds because I saved specifically to move, so like, obviously. And so I just want to rebuild my high yield savings account and continue contributing to it, just because I haven't for June and July, because I've been spending the money that I saved. So like, it doesn't make sense to like put money back in, you know? So it just, now that we're here and we're settled and we have all the big things, start saving again, because I'm gonna stop pulling from it, and I can save for, also I guess, figure out my new savings goals and like what I'm saving for in the future, because my big I'm putting money away was for this move, and so now like, what's next, you know? And I guess I should also make a goal. Let me just go ahead and write it down actually right now, to redefine my savings goals versus my investing goals. My goal for reading this month is to read 5 books in the month of August, and I have a feeling that One Dark Window will be done soon, and I will continue my Allie Hazelwood reread, and her books are always super fast and easy reads for me, so I'm sure I'll hit 5 books with no trouble. Okay, moving on, I'm going to do not a finance reset, but I am going to update my budget. I track my spending. Almost every dollar of my spending gets tracked into my budget planner. Right now, it's a bit of a mess because all of my bills have changed, my income has changed, everything's changed. So, and I guess that's another finance goal that I have, is to figure all that out in the month of August, now that we're here. but I am gonna go ahead and finish tracking my spending for the month of July, and just look over that, and then go ahead and prep for August and just make sure that everything is where it needs to be. I use the Erin Confrontini budget planner. It's her 2.0 version. I don't know what she calls it specifically, but it's the second version. I'm gonna work on that next. And then also I've considered updating my my vision board for the year. Like I said earlier, I made this vision board with no idea of how the rest of the year was gonna look. So it's very generic and very basic stuff. I do have pictures of the city of Chicago on the board because I had an idea that this is where we were gonna end up, but I don't really have anything else specific on it. It's just kind of like, it was more so good vibes than like a vision board. And so I think I might update it at some point now that I have the first half of the year figured out and I know where I'm gonna be for the second half of the year. So I may end up doing that, I may not. I may just like change out like a couple photos and move on. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm going to update my budget, and then I'm also going to go through and do a reset of the apartment, just very basic stuff, making sure the cat has her food, making sure everything's kind of put away and tidy, seeing if there's anything that I missed when unpacking or like anything that's been like sitting off to the side, and maybe get that put away, everything a wipe down, everything a dust, just a good clean slate.